Okay, guys, welcome to Entertune Worlds, and this is Entertune Mansion, and essentially this is a VR world that is highly ambitious and has a lot of features that I plan to add in the future. But essentially, initially, it started out as kind of like a simple project where I wanted to just promote my AI artist because I have an AI record label called Entertune Records. It's been a record label I've been trying to get going for a long time, maybe like for the last 5 to 7 years. But obviously, wasn't able to really get a lot of things done because of just being busy with other things. I've finally had the time to really focus on it, and I decided to turn it into a virtual reality slash AI music record label. And essentially, what this is a virtual world, a virtual representation of that. So, as you can see, this is the web version of, so you can access this game via web, this VR world via web, as well as you can, it's a game too, as well as you can access it in VR. And you can also play on mobile. So as you can see, this is the world, and you can go up and talk to the different artists. So we have 6 different artists, Ken too, and you can, if you go up to him, he'll actually start a conversation with you, and then you could go ahead and ask him questions. Now you can also talk. You can also talk to him directly if you have your microphone set up, and it should allow you to do that. Let me see if I can do it.
Always involved. What about you? What do you like to do for fun?
Yeah, for me, I like to just play video games. Okay, so I guess for the mobile version, it's not able to hear you, but I know in VR, and I'm gonna be demoing this in VR as well, so you guys can see the difference between the mobile version, well, the web version. This is the web version, sorry, but it's very similar to the mobile version. But you can ask questions like that, or you could just press E on the keyboard, and you can be like, you could type. You should be able to type. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't work.
And voice and turn my dream into reality.
So I guess
This journey.
it's a little bit bugged out right now, but essentially you can communicate with them by just asking. You can ask questions about them, or just simply facts. And you can do that with all 6 artists. If you go in here, this is the arcade, and you could talk to Zaratune. So she has her own personality as well. All of these artists have their own personality. They all a different backstory, as well as motivations and things like that. And they're going to be a lot more animated. Eventually in the future, they're going to be roaming around a little bit, not just standing in one place. So that is going to be an addition that I'm going to be taking on in the future. This is the Tune Coin shop. And as you can see to the top right-hand corner of my screen, you actually see that I have some Tune Coins. Now you can buy Tune Coins right here. And for right now, you won't really get anything for Tune Coins because I haven't implemented the functionality. But it's eventually with Tune Coins, you'll be able to buy cars. Eventually, I have a Entertune suburbs where you'll be able to actually buy houses, and you can also buy like vinyls to play music. And I'm going to kind of get into the music part as well. You could buy clothing and stuff like that. So Tune Coins are going to be very, very important. You can also sell stuff. You can buy furniture and stuff like that for your house. And then you can also, there's going to be a peer-to-peer sort of selling where you can sell things to other people within the world and stuff like that. These are just some stuff that in VR, they're more interactive. You can drink from the cup as well as the box. And then you can also do a little bit of cooking right here, or you can eat the cheeseburger or hamburger, or whatever you want to call that. And yeah, and this is a DJ system. I plan to make it a little more robust, not a little more robust, like way more robust, where you can actually have effects and everything. But you can basically play music and stuff like that. You can skip, you can back, so that skips forward. If you want to play, you want to start the song back again, if you double tap, it goes back just like a normal, just like if you had like your music player on your phone, Apple Music, whatever. And then if you go too far away from it, you won't hear it again. And obviously, how can I not show you the pool? So the pool, you have actual swimming physics and everything in the pool. Pretty cool. Shout out to video tutorials, by the way. I actually got this from him, and I actually got a lot of assets from a lot of people. So, shout out to the Meta Horizon community. Video tutorials, I have to really give him a lot of credit, because a lot of this stuff came from a lot of its assets, and then I just improved on it. So it's just incredible. This is Ella Acoustic. She's probably the most famous artist here because she has most of the songs, and people love her songs so much. You know, I've had people say they want to hear like the songs, and the songs are on SoundCloud, by the way. And I do have some ad boards showing you how to listen to the music. You can go on SoundCloud. You can also listen, stream them on all DSPs. Now, as you can see, I played some of the music from the DJ station. There's a boombox in there as well, where you can play music. If you go into this room right here, the music just constantly plays all day, and you could just listen to them. And these are all the music from all our artists, right? So every artist, you know, is featured. So we have 6 artists. We have, not sure if you can hear me, but essentially we have 6 artists. We have El Acoustic, we have Eco Trap, we have Sophia Tune, Alan DT, and Ken Tune, and Zara Tune. So those are the 6 artists. And yeah, you can talk to them. Now, if you notice, this building is empty, mainly due to performance issues. Initially, everything was filled out, but you have to actually go into that building to load all objects. So I will do that eventually, but I need to show some other things. So I didn't collect the daily loot. So you guys might have been wondering, who is this? This is Captain Graybeard. So he's the Entertune host. And if I click this, I should get 25 Tune coins added to my balance, which I did. You won't see it because I got so many Tune coins, but you can talk to him. He basically knows everything about Entertune. So you can ask him any question. He will welcome you to the world. You come in the world, he will welcome you. And you can ask him any question about Entertune, right? Or Entertune world. Like, he knows everything about the worlds and everything. So he essentially is just your host. And you know, you can play basketball. I think I showed that already. Now let's kind of do a little bit of exploration. This is obviously the arcade, as you can see. And the thing is, none of these machines work because of performance issues. Initially, everything worked here, but you have to actually go to the arcade. So there's 2 arcades. There's a family arcade and there's an 18 plus arcade, which is for adults mainly due to the fact that it's going to include gambling. So that's the difference. Family arcade, no gambling. This one includes gambling. We also have a game here. This is a door to a game that I'm gonna show after this, but essentially this is a car game, no brakes, and this is also a remix world that was modified by me, but it's a pretty cool game that you can go ahead and play from the arcade. With the arcade, if you go to the arcade, there's a whole bunch of games, but before I do any of that, let me actually to the end. By the way, that's the door to Entertune Park, which is currently a work in progress. It's being developed right now. So this is going to be an amusement theme park. And I'm going to show you, that's going to be the last thing I show. Now let's go over here. We're going to load all buildings, load all objects, actually. A little bit stuck. Yeah, so I kind of got stuck at that door there. I'm not sure if it's an issue with the web version or the Horizon World server, but essentially this is the right building. So as you guys can see, it's a whole building with a whole bunch of different things in it, and all the Entertune artists are there. You can play the drums, and you can actually play the piano too. So you see what I'm saying? Like, you can actually play it in VR. A lot of these things work better, so you can actually play the piano. It's a real fully working piano, by the way. It actually works. It's not like these were assets that I got for somebody else. So I'm not going to take full credit for it, but let me turn this down a little bit. Yeah, let me turn that down so the music is playing. But essentially, I'm not going to be taking like full credit for this, but this is, you know, a piano. It works. The guitar, it only plays 1 note. Same for the bass. You know, you just kind of strum it and it makes a little noise. Let me turn this up a little bit so you hear that. So let me let go of that. And I'm going to be showing all these things in VR, but you know, as you can see, all these fruits, you can eat them, not like consume them to make them disappear, but just like there's an eating sound that plays out when you put them to your face in VR. So yeah, so these, you can consume all those. And yeah, I mean, this is, you know, some furniture there. Got a little Android over here. Doesn't really do much. Have him there. So this is a bathroom, as you guys can see. Let me turn this back down, so that you don't hear too much of the music. And then yeah, I mean, you can put on the hat in VR. So if you go in VR, you can actually put the hat on, can pick it up, but you can't really put it on. I maybe we could add a functionality where if you press a button, the hat goes on your head. So I might add that in the future to optimize it for mobile. So there may be some optimizations that I will be making for the web version to make things work regardless of the fact that it's on mobile. So, oh, what in God's name? I don't know where the hat went. Okay, the hat disappeared. It's a physics hat, so it may have dropped downstairs or something like that. A little bit glitchy. But yeah, you got a bookcase right there. You can put all your books. You got a TV there, and then you got a computer here. Then you're gonna be shocked, but you're gonna have the PR manager, who is Ashley, that's right here, that you can communicate with just like usual. You can talk to her with a keyboard. You could talk with these buttons, or you could just, if you're in VR, you could just talk with your headset mic. You can just talk with your mic normally. Once she's finished talking, though, I don't know how to do it so that you interrupt her. But once you finish talking, if you're in VR, you can actually just go ahead and talk normally, and they'll be able to understand you. It's all powered by AI. But yeah, I mean, this is the right building. Everything else is the same. The right building does include a car, which may not be available in future versions because everything you're gonna have to buy, you're gonna probably have to buy a car eventually. I'm just gonna be real honest with you. A lot of these things you're gonna have to buy them. Okay, for some reason I can't drive the car. I should be able to drive the car. It's not allowing me to drive today. Okay, because I'm on the other side. So now I'm in the driver's seat. It's a little bit tricky because you can go in two seats. You can go in the driver's seat. You can go in the passenger seat. So as you can see, I can drive the car. And I guess it's a good chance for me to show you how the teleportation works. So let's drive the car a little bit. And let's hop out of that car. And then we can teleport back here. So that's pretty cool. So that is the right building. Nothing is in the left building, as you can tell, because that is how I'm optimizing everything. For some reason, the NPC is not showing here. I may have to go ahead and look at that. That may be a bug. But in terms of everything else is should be working. If you want to go and load everything in the right building, you can do that. Yes, you can buy your Tune coins as well. Everything should work as expected. So let me see something. Okay, so now we're gonna check out some other worlds. Now this is, as I said, it's a very ambitious project. So the second world that I built was the Entertune stage, and I'm gonna go there right now. So you would just go by accessing this door, and it should automatically teleport you there. Okay, so this is Entertune stage. I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit so you can hear a little bit of this. But essentially, this was significantly upgraded from what it was before. So all the NPCs here now actually dance and do stuff. Before it was just them standing around. Now everybody's dancing. You also have the singers on the stage. They're singing, have a singing animation. I did add a microphone to them, but for some reason it doesn't show in the world. But I do have guitar players now. I have a pianist up there. I got a drummer, as you can see, fully animated. I even have a DJ hype man that's hyping everybody up in the back. And yeah, so that's that. You know, this is it. And obviously up there you have the billboards to check out the music. So this just adds a little bit more, just, I don't know, it just makes it a little more alive. Makes the world a little bit more alive. You know, it's not just a simple, you just seeing people standing around. It's just a lot more alive and just people doing more and just enjoying themselves and stuff like that, which will motivate you to also just listen to music and enjoy it. So that was the idea behind that. And you know, you can go back to Entertune Mansion if you want. You can go to Entertune Park, but let us check out Entertune Arcade. So this is Entertune Arcade. Now this is the family version. This is not the 18 plus version. So the difference with the 18 plus version is that it has a slots and it has blackjack, which are gambling games, which you will be gambling your Tune coins. But because I have to make a world that is suitable for minors, then yeah. So this is a pop-a-shot game. I may need to do some upgrading to that, but But yeah, so you see the timer goes now. I actually made this. I actually worked on this whole day yesterday, but it works. A Papa Shot game. It doesn't work well here because of the controls. You can try it, but it. I mean, if you press Q and try to throw the ball in, cursor probably needs to be. Okay, see, I can't score. It's impossible to score because it's like you just throwing. You're not even aiming, or you just throwing it. So as you can see, the high score is 10. Try to beat that. Trust me, it's not easy to beat 10. I mean, it may seem low, but you only have 60 seconds to actually score these points, and it's not easy to get the ball in. Like, trust me, if you go in this world, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, sorry for that pop-up, by the way. I didn't even recognize that pop-up was there the whole time. So yeah, as you know, I'm showing this in the browser, so that's the reason why. And again, this is a game that I was telling you about earlier. So yeah, so that's Papa Shot, and you have a leaderboard there, so pretty cool. And then we have some other games. I haven't added leaderboards to these games as yet, but essentially this is a PvP snake game. This is just a one person, one player snake game, and this is PvP Tetris, and this is one player Tetris. So that's how the games. These are all UI games, and then you can play music in here as well. So as you can see, you can do that. And this is supposed to be, I think this is supposed to be a gambling game too, so I may have to remove that as well, but it currently doesn't work. Well, it works actually. You go sit down in it. See, as you can see, you get a ball ready, the ball drops. So that will be essentially gambling, right? And then you have a little computer here, which doesn't really do much. It's just for the aesthetic of it. And now you have two other worlds that are very interesting, and these are going to be worlds that can expand the game. So first off, let's just go to Entertune City, and this is gonna be one of the more expansive worlds and more ambitious worlds of the project. So let's go there right now. But right now, it's not developed at all. It's actually a remix of another project, but it's going to be redone and redeveloped. But just to show you sort of the concept of what we're looking to do, so this is the world. This is a whole city. Currently, right now, it's set up to where you can actually just get coins and stuff like that. And then you can go ahead and buy a car to drive around. This is the car mart right here. So I should be able to buy this car. Yeah, there we go. So now I can drive around the city. Yeah. So this is a concept for now, but it's not going to be this. Like what you're seeing here is not going to be Entertune City. You know what I'm saying? This is just a early thing just to have something going. It's going to be using Tune coins. It's not going to be using these generic coins right here. You can drive around the city and just, you're going to be able to interact with NPCs, do stuff. You're going to be able to do jobs to earn money, like play little mini games. The jobs are going to be little mini games for you to earn money. You're going to be able to buy and sell stuff. You're going to be able to buy guns. You're going to be able to just do a whole bunch of different things. So this is just going to be an expansive thing. So let me go back. Let me see if I can get out of here and go back to, so as you can see, the city is pretty big. It's a pretty big city, This city is not small at all. So let's head over to Entertune Park. Okay. So now this is Entertune Park as I was telling you about. Currently, it is under construction. So as you can see, I even put the notice board right here. So the park is currently under construction. Come back another time for amazing rides and fun adventures. I'm going to be setting up all these different rides right here. So this is a roller coaster. I do have a Ferris wheel, and I have merry-go-round here, and you can actually activate them. These things are going to be a lot better in the future. So you press that, should be activated. There we go. I can also activate this one. Yeah, so yeah, and this essentially, these are going to be the rides. You're going to be able to buy stuff, play little games, and all type of different stuff here. There's going to be, so the roller coaster is going to go around the whole island. So this is Entertune Island right here, right? And the roller coaster is going to go around the entire island. So it's going to be a huge roller coaster. It's not going to be small by any means. That's going to be that. So I'm not sure if there's anything else I need to really show there. I mean, there's probably a ton more that you notice if you actually check out the world. It's just a cool concept. So, but yeah, and then obviously I didn't show you the sea how it works, but it's literally an actual sea. I plan to implement the swimming mechanics here as well. But essentially, you go under, you actually see the sand under the sea. So that you know, there's gonna be fishing and all type of stuff. You're gonna see fishes swimming around and stuff like that. So you're gonna be able to do that as well. So it's just gonna be a lot of cool stuff that is going to be added. But all these things are in fact a work in progress. But yeah, this is Entertune Island right here. It's a pretty massive island, and it's going to have a lot of things for you to do in terms of just Entertune Park. So it's gonna be pretty cool once this thing is done and set up the way I want it to be. And there's gonna be NPCs and AI and all that. So let me know what you guys think about Entertune World. I will be leaving a link in the description to this world for you to go and check it out and discover amazing things. And there's going to be way more things coming for this. I mean, this is just the start. This is just the base. There's so much more. There's going to be pets. You know, you can buy pets and stuff like that. There's probably going to be some kind of Pokemon game or something to the sort implemented at some point. So it's going to be a massive, massive, massive sort of endeavor. And yeah, I mean, I can't wait for you guys to see the final product of this once we really get it going. Wanted to show you one final thing, actually. So this is the game that I was telling you about, No Break. So I didn't actually show you how this game works. So let me go ahead and play the game so you guys can see what it is. So this is just a car game. It's just a traffic avoidance game, and you just avoid traffic. You avoid traffic, and you're on the road driving. So as you can see, so traffic avoidance game. This is a game right here, and you play this directly from the arcade. As you play, your score goes up. If you hit something, score goes down. Hit nothing. There we go. Go to the garage, and you actually hear Entertune music playing in the garage. And then from there, you can eventually I'm gonna allow you to be able to switch back to worlds and stuff like that. But that's that. So let me know what you guys think about this Entertune Worlds. That is my project that I'm really focused on right now. So let me know what you guys think. This is going to be a crazy Meta Horizon Worlds project. I'm also gonna do a VR version of this so you guys can actually see how the world works in VR. But this is the web/mobile demo. So let me know what you guys think about this one. Have a great day. Hasty AI signing out. Peace.